Hey guys, it's Graham. Welcome back to the channel. I haven't been here in a long time, which I apologize for. So quickly, for about a minute, I'm going to explain what's up, and then in about a minute or two, I'm going to explain all the revenue I did for my second year selling on Amazon. So firstly, where am I? I'm currently in Tbilisi, Georgia, which is the country Georgia, not the state Georgia. I hadn't even heard of Georgia before I came here, and a lot of people think I'm living in the States. So yeah, firstly, that's where I am. Why am I here? Well, essentially, it's great for taxes, nice low cost of living, decent weather, and yeah, it's a good place to live. I might be basing myself out of Georgia a decent chunk of every year from now on, just as kind of my plan to lower taxes. Besides that, I've also switched my company from Canadian owned to now being based out of Hong Kong. Basically, all this due to paying taxes or very little taxes in a place such as Hong Kong, and then not being taxed on foreign profits here in Georgia. Versus if I was running the business in Canada, I'm paying 30, 40, 50% depending on how you structure the business. So definitely took a lot of learning to realize how to set up the corporation properly and have the my residence here, but my company formed somewhere else. But in the end, it's going to save me thousands and thousands of dollars in tax every year from now on. So that's basically explaining the reason I'm here in Georgia. And it is unfortunate. I cannot spend too much time in Canada every year anymore, but as much as I like Canada, I'm happy to be gone from it. I don't necessarily think that North America in general is headed in the right direction, especially long term. I think there's a lot of these other countries, third world countries, that are raising the bar for living, and I think a lot of countries are catching up and maybe even surpassing North America in particular and Western Europe in the near future. So very happy with where I'm at right now, but I still have that freedom to kind of travel, go see family and friends when I want to back home in Canada, and potentially look at real estate investments or places for myself to live kind of based in Europe, Asia, who knows, maybe South America or even America. But yeah, setting myself up with a pretty good plan here to be able to keep a lot more of my money, not have to spend so much more in taxes every year. So with that said, I appreciate you guys. If you guys are still, seeing that, oh, Graham posted a video, let's go watch it. Thanks a lot to you. A lot of my computer stuff is not here in Georgia, so I'm recording on just a webcam with my laptop from 2015's audio. That'll all get upgraded very soon, and I actually have recently incorporated the YouTube stuff in Georgia here, so I need to actually be making money through that. So you can expect more videos, especially once I am able to ship in and buy a bunch more new professional lighting, photography, like camera, laptop, stuff like that. So be patient, but there will be a lot coming. I really want to focus in on Amazon and entrepreneurship because, man, this stuff's changed my life, and I'm really looking forward to my future, as well as helping people through my YouTube channel, because if it wasn't for other people's YouTube channels, none of this would have been possible. My life is in an amazing place compared to where I ever thought it would be at the age of 24. So yeah, that said, let's get into the revenues for my second calendar year. So started June 29th in 2017, and I have a video based on my first year of selling, and now I'm going to show the second year of selling. So from the end of June to the end of June for 2018 to 2019. So now I've just been selling a bit over 2 years, which is crazy to think about. But here, let's quickly show you guys. So as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, a lot of my sales do come from Canada. This is a graph showing, as you can see, the dates, full calendar year, with just under 10,000 total orders, but some people order several units. So just over 10,000 units sold in Canada for my second year. generating over $200,000 Canadian in product sales, which is, I don't know, maybe 150 American. Pretty simple stuff. You can see the trend. Obviously, early 2018 was quite a bit slower. Then it peaked up here in Q4 before Christmas, and although it's come down, it's a lot higher than we were at, say, this point last year. So cannot complain there. Revenue has gone up. I think it's up 100% for this month compared to what it would have been last year for this month. However, what you guys need to really understand is that, yes, I did over $200,000 in Canada in a year, but so much of that is just covering my own costs. There's a lot of expenses with inventory, softwares, things like that. So overall, the profit is not that high in Canada, but it's still a decent chunk. So I don't want to give away my exact profits and whatnot. But yeah, over 200 grand in Canada. Let's say this: the average profit margins for most Amazon sellers is between 20 and 40%. So you can do the math yourself there in Canada. Nice thing is, in January, when I became a non-resident of Canada, no longer owing taxes in Canada as of that point. So a lot of this is tax-free or at least very low tax rates. Why has it not grown that much? I would say wait for the USD portion of this. But at any given time, basically since all of 2019, I've been looking at about 20K in revenue per month, at any given 30-day time period. So since Q4 of 2018, things have been really good, as you can see through the charts here. I just have it filtered here by units ordered, but you could also look at revenue. Not a big deal. You guys understand the picture there. What has been the main reason that it's grown so much over the last year? Just adding new products. I do have really old products that have kind of died down, but these days a lot of them are still staying steady, and on top of that, I've added a lot more new products. The Canadian market has gotten significantly tougher. I don't really see it as the gold mine that it used to be, and I'm actually more focused on the American or other emerging markets right now. Canada has a little bit less oversight on the view of Amazon, I'm going to say. So there's a lot of cheaters, I would say, on the Canadian Amazon market right now. So some of them have taken away from potential profit I could have been making. But yeah, obviously I'm not going to complain with the numbers that I've done here in Canada. Decent profit margins, and I'm pretty happy with it. Just going to continue to add more products, bring products that I have in America to Canada. But this year should be looking at a very big Q4. November, December are huge months when it comes to, especially my products, but products in the market here. And yeah, so this is a big growth. If you guys watched my first year of business, that number, I don't remember what it was, but it's certainly a lot higher now. And yeah, it's been very good. Now, let's switch over to US. Here we go. As you can see here, a lot more of a drastic change. So early in, I guess mid-2018 to Q3, very low sales in America, very low. I had a product that kind of died off. More issues on the Amazon side than anything, not really my own fault, nothing I could have done about it, but obviously you kind of see the exponential growth over 2019 has been very nice, to the point now where I'm doing more per month in USD sales than Canada, and that is despite having much more products in Canada. So I've definitely seen a huge growth in my own products in the USD market. So obviously the 75K here in product sales isn't nearly as impressive as Canada, but as of the last 3 months, I would say I've been profiting more in America. Just about half the sales as I was doing in Canada, but I imagine over the next year the sales in America will be tons more than Canada. So 5,200 units ordered. A little bit of a lower average sale price, but that's USD. You got to think the Canadian dollar is fairly weak right now. So, approximately $20 Canadian is $15 American. So they're on a very similar level. And I've really been focusing on investing more and more in the American market. That's where a large percentage of my new products have been. I like making money in USD compared to Canadian, of course. And yeah, it's really been the growth of some of my new products and a very good niche that I've found myself in. But definitely looking to scale it up a lot more for the next year, the third year of my Amazon business. Keep in mind that this graph ends about 2 months ago or so, maybe 1.5 months ago, and US has just continued to stay high, whereas Canada has also stayed high, but it hasn't grown much. So definitely excited about the USD portion of my account. And yeah, I hope that is at least interesting for you guys. I haven't put out a video in like 6 months or something, but that'll hopefully be changing over the next few months. I'll be putting out more content. A lot of my strategies have changed when it comes to selling on Amazon. I still think Amazon is an amazing opportunity because I've continued to add new products every month that take off and are successful right away. So I've definitely seen that there's still a ton of potential. And actually, I think the amount of competition, of course, it's increased, but the rate of competition growth has slowed down, if that makes sense. So there's less new sellers coming in versus the amount of more new customers purchasing on Amazon. So I'll get more into that on other videos, but I still love Amazon. I think it's an amazing opportunity, and as you guys can see here from these numbers, it's definitely changed my life. If you guys are new to the channel, you probably don't know kind of my history, but I've been documenting since the very start the progress of my Amazon business, and I never would have thought it got to this point right here, so very thankful and happy for that. But yeah, it's nice to put out a video again. Let's hope the audio quality doesn't sound too bad. I'll definitely upgrade the filming setup in the coming months, so you guys have a little bit better audio to listen to, better camera angles, things like that. For all the OG subscribers, feel free to put something in the comments. I appreciate every one of you guys, and hopefully I'll be putting out some more content soon, as long as this old 2015 laptop allows for it. So with that said, I'm going to sign off for the video, guys. Have a good day, and leave the comments below.